Alright guys, welcome to the first in the series I'll be doing, which is Dorian teaches things that you probably should know but nobody tells you in Heroes of the Storm. This video series is going to be aimed at very new players or early players who are kind of going through things like I am. I am not a pro player by any stretch of the imagination. I would say that I'm a good player, ranked decently, not great. But we're basically chronicling our journey through from beginner all the way up to what I hope is going to be a very advanced play down the road. So there's several things that you probably will have picked up if you're coming from other MOBAs, but although I had dabbled in League of Legends and a little bit of Dota, I had never really gone and spoken with anybody or lurked any communities. I feel like some of these concepts that we're going to talk about are things that they don't really explain very well, and the community isn't really forthcoming about, but that can really impact your game and how you perform for your team going forward. So the first thing we're going to be discussing is something called Stutterstepping, and although there are about 1 billion videos you can get out there on this topic, and I would encourage you to look at some of those. Perhaps they explain it a little bit better than I do. But this whole series is going to be based on those kind of odd mechanics that just aren't sussed out. So we've picked Jaina for this tutorial, and essentially different heroes are going to have varying degrees of success with this technique. What stutter stepping actually is the ability to move while attacking, and it's something that's very underrated or underutilized in most play that I've seen. So mostly what you'll see is when somebody goes to attack something, we're going to click on Arthas here, and I've taken my hand off of the mouse, and as Arthas moves, my character is going to automatically move to keep in range with Arthas. But in general, we're stationary, and this is bad for a variety of reasons. First off, it leaves us wide open for skill shots. If there's a Chromie or a Li-Ming lurking in the bushes, we're just a sitting duck for anything that they've got to throw at us. The other thing is particularly when playing like a mage character, for instance, ideally I want to be at the very max range, right, so that they're not able to just come at me full strength. But as you'll notice, as Arthas runs away, my character is forced, and I'm not touching the mouse here, my character is forced to run to keep up with him. It drags me through minion waves, my positioning is really bad here, and if I'm not careful, he's going to pull me in range of his towers.
Sounds good.
So instead, I'm going to go and refresh everything here. Stutter stepping essentially is you attack, and in the space between your auto attacks, you're going to click to move. And this is going to give you a huge advantage. So I'm clicking, I'm moving, I'm not missing any attacks on Arthas. This hasn't in any way impacted my ability to damage Arthas, but as he moves, I can move with him and not really be in danger of too much. I can back out, I can essentially kite him, but I get to position where my character is. I can chase him down to his fort, and I can keep more consistent DPS. Then if I'm at max range attacking and he runs away, he's going to run at the same speed I do, or if he's a character like Dahaka who can hit a bush and move even faster, he's going to outrun me. I'm not going to get any damage on him whatsoever. So it takes a little bit of practice here. You can do it with practically anything, but it's just click, move, click, move, click, move. And this, even if you're on a stationary target like a tower, it's still a good practice to do this, just because if there's a Li-Ming or a Chromie hiding outside of range or outside of our vision, they have a more difficult time landing that skill shot. Or we're already mobile, so when we see that wind up coming, we can just continue to get out of our merry little way. So that's kind of it for, we're able to keep damage on him all the way back through his towers. So that's kind of it for stutter stepping. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments, and we'll try to respond to those if we can. I will say that this gets a little bit trickier on some faster attack heroes like Vala. Vala has an exceptionally fast attack speed, so while you are going to miss out on a little bit of DPS, while stutter stepping, the survivability and the ability to keep DPS on a target, whether they're advancing or retreating, in my opinion, far outweighs any lost shots that you're gonna have while you're moving. So, thank you very much for watching, and as I said, leave a comment and have a great day.